Good morning, Andrew Cooper here, Advice for Living Financial Planning. I normally do these off the cuff, but this one today I am reading. So if you see my eyes moving a little bit, that'll explain what's going on. First thing, a huge thank you to those of you who have assisted us with your reviews this month. As you know, we were required to do an enormous number of client reviews through late July and this month before our back office organisation would release us. We have just a few more to do this week before we're finished, and we anticipate our move will be as of the start of September, so only 2 weeks to go. We appreciate you all being so flexible and understanding. We've had reviews every day of the week, Saturdays, Sundays, early mornings, late nights, and everybody's been really terrific in terms of doing the reviews and signing those documents quickly. For some of you even, you've used the new DocuSign electronic signature system, and that's been a new experience for many of you that you've mastered wonderfully. So on behalf of Alison, Marlene and Lisa, thank you all so much. There are a couple of clients who still have documents to sign, and so can I ask if you've still got documents there, please do that as soon as possible, either via DocuSign or online or mailing it back to us. If your review documents are not signed and on our files in time to leave, our back office will require us to disengage with you and leave you without an advisor. We hope to be finished all of the reviews by the end of this week, and then that will leave us next week to handle the administrative arrangements for moving. We'll then have probably a week or so where we'll be waiting for our client data to move over, and we'll also be doing some in-house training with our new organisation, Matrix. The big plus we have with Matrix is that they use the industry standard software that I've used for over 15 years. And Alison and Marlene have also used it. So we'll be quite familiar with that, and as a result, our changeover time should be quite short. Getting to financial markets, I'm still amazed that given the enormous financial and social upheaval that's going on at the moment, courtesy of this virus, that following the drop earlier this year, most markets have recovered enormously well. The Australian market had a big drop but has recovered back and is now trading at over 6,000 points. US markets are trading back where they were and even above before where they were. So that's, yeah. Anyway, the one area that's not performing very well though, and I'm not surprised, and that is commercial property. In the reviews we've done over the past month with you, we've talked about commercial property and my concern that this could be a market which may take quite some time to recover. Commercial property takes in large shopping centres and office blocks. As we know, many of these are either vacant or alternately with very low occupancy and with tenants that are either unwilling or unable to pay rent. In the reviews we've done in the last month, I've recommended that we hold for the moment and don't make any change, but I have foreshadowed that when we return to some level of normality, I'll be looking to do reviews on your portfolios and taking a very hard look at whether or not we should stay with it or bail out. The thing that makes me hesitant at the moment is that in Victoria, we're still 3 weeks away from hopefully the easing of lockdown restrictions. And maybe as time goes on, more and more people will move back into those offices and maybe those closed shops in the shopping centres will reopen and the sector will rebound. We'll just have to wait and see. Additionally, of course, I'm reluctant to sell because it would mean crystallising losses that have been incurred in the property market. So again, for the moment, my message is to hold on. As I've said, many markets have recovered quite well, and so portfolios are not in as bad a situation as we might have expected. And with the positive talk around vaccines, we might expect that a return to some level of normality could be as close as early next year. As a side point, if not for this virus, at this time we'd probably normally be talking about the US elections and the impact on markets that they may have. Currently, of course, the election seems to be almost an irrelevance in terms of everything else. For me, the only real point of interest is what the impact would be of a Democrat victory, because if the rumours are true then it seems very likely that Joe Biden's running mate, Kamala Harris, stands a very good chance of becoming president sometime in the next 4 years. That could have an important impact on Australia in terms of our trade and our relations with the US, depending upon her worldview, whether she's a globalist or an isolationist. For the moment, however, we just have to watch the election play out. As I said earlier, we hope to be with Matrix within the next 2 weeks. We'll keep you updated on progress and, of course, notify you if there's going to be any periods where we'll be offline as we engage with their services. To those of you here in Melbourne in lockdown with us, there's only 3 weeks to go apparently. It has been a very different life for us all this year, but hopefully we can all get back soon and get out and spend some time with friends and family, and because I think at this stage we could all do with it. And I know Alison is certainly looking forward to some hugs other than me. So anyway, best wishes and stay safe.